Miss Tammy.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
If you can't get it going, could you just get something to fan her with? Because she's queen and she deserves it. Okay. So this month, I guess we would say, this time around, we read chapter 3, and the summary that you turned in was, could be a summary of the chapter. Some of y'all said that. But I was hoping that most people would try to take what we learned at the Kagan training and incorporate that into your lesson, because chapter 3 was all about how much time I take facilitating the information, and then how much time do I allow the students to demonstrate their knowledge to me. And if I don't give them enough time to demonstrate it to me, how do I run a formative assessment? How do I know what we're training on? How do I know how to go further? And some of the ways that they could demonstrate to me were some of the Kagan strategies. So that was kind of the connection between those two. But before we get started on that, number one, I want you to know that the Kagan books, in case you didn't get that email, we ordered 7 Kagan books. It's got all, this is one of the black lines from the Kagan book. One of the Kagan books. This is from the team building book. So they're all on the T drive. You go to the T drive and you click on Kagan, and all the books are there. Now, some of the books are 400 pages. If you want to print that out on your personal printer, you're more than welcome to, but if you want to just scroll through, find what you want, and print the one page, like this was page 80, so when you go to print, don't print them all, just click print page and print whatever page it is that you need. So all of these are on there, and I really encourage you to go through and check some of these out. I know that if, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so first let's go ahead and do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to write an infomercial with your group for chapter 3. Okay, so you're going to use these cue cards as if you were going to be the person that was going to speak in the British accent and do the infomercial to really sell the information in chapter 3. So this is what you would refer to as 2 truths and a lie. This is find the fiction, as they refer to it in Kagan. So 2 of your cue cards are going to be truthful information about chapter 3, and 1 of your cue cards is going to be a false information chapter 3. I have one right back here. So you and your group are going to decide on your 2 truthful statements and your 1 fictional statement or non-truthful statement. You can write them in any order you want to. And then someone is going to stand up and give your infomercial, and the rest of us have to decide which of your 3 is the false one. Michelle, you can stop me. All right, so we got 10
minutes. Too true. No matter how many times you have to run the play or to get it right,
That's why they're working, like, they're working on their own independently as
just no little circles of that they are being lazy when they stop talking to students, maybe to be able to just, try to assess not way on this, it's like successful athletes, students. Here we go. Successful athletes, anytime practice, great athletes, great by listening, they achieve their goals. It started Sunday afternoon, and I was great athletes, don't become great by listening. I got into that this figure out what time to say. What should I say? So I got on this video talk and stay in there. Keeps it lubricated. I wondered about that thing. Well, now because I couldn't get tax on. So since then, I haven't used the net gun. Yeah. So you teach the number
Yeah, 1 minute. pay attention to what your number is. This is table 1. Y'all are group 2, group 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and everyone has a spokesperson, correct?
Yes.
Y'all are using Shelton, right? Am I going to get a good bam wow kind of?
I don't know.
You said British. He's going with the Cockney.
Okay, great. All right, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to call a number. If it's your table number, your spokesperson's going to stand up, and you are going to read your 3 clues for your infomercial from your cue cards. And then we will decide which one is false. We're just going to choose the false one. All right, so my first number is 4.
Hello. So you should start with a 50-50 split with the head teacher taking half the time and the students working about half the time. That's a good place to start. You want to end up with the teacher only taking 1/3 and giving the students the 2/3. You should never stop and assess anything. You should just sit at your desk and twiddle whatever it is you twiddle. The most important part of the workshop learning is that students are getting stuck in. Oh, for you American blokes, they're actually getting to tell you what they're learning.
Okay, I gotta give you a round of applause. That was awesome.
Hey, coffee would be good.
You got it. Okay. So team 11. Team 11, what was their... Yeah, team 11 is.
That you should sit and...
We just had a member show up, we're catching them up.
That you should sit and just
Twiddle whatever you want.
Absolutely, that was the false one. All right, your turn, 11.
Students need time to practice. Teachers instruct half, students do half. Students become great just by listening.
I didn't understand. Could you read it in American?
Students need time to practice. Teachers instruct half, students do half. Students become great just by listening.
Okay, and 9 is going to answer.
Students don't become great just by this.
Awesome, okay? 9, you present.
A good coach/teacher knows how to differentiate instruction, spend 2/3 of the time teaching and 1/3 of the time allowing students to show what they know. The workshop model has 4 basic parts: opening, mini lesson, work time, and debriefing.
Okay, and answering that is 3.
Do you want us to say it in British so you understand it?
They spend 2/3 of the time is false. Is that right?
Yeah.
Thanks. Got that.
Teachers do not spend 2/3 of the time talking. Okay, so 3.
I'm going to speak in the Phil City dialect. All right, catch and release can be an effective way to redirect the attention of the class. I really wanted to say something else. Students should have complete control over their academic reading material, and students should always be given time to read, write, and discuss and share.
And 2, you are answering that.
Should not have complete control.
Huge. Okay.
Hope, if you're in the building, please buzz the office.
Okay. 2, you're up.
The opening is an opportunity to share the day's learning target and set the stage for the day. Make sure you always do excessive modeling in your classroom. And students working independently does not equal a lazy teacher.
That is 5 is answering that.
Yes.
The one about
Where's
excessive.
5?
Back here. The one about excessive modeling.
Is that correct?
That is
Yes, okay, 5.
Good, you all ready? Maximize your students and their learning, that playtime every day. Your students can have ownership of their learning. Of course they can. They need to have ample opportunities to respond and practice. If you think fishing is fun and great, try catch and release today. Remember, catching can go on for days.
Okay, that is 6 is going to answer that. Hey, at least you didn't read it in Latin.
The first one was maximize your students in their learning by giving them ample playing time, or maximize in their learning playing time each day.
No playtime.
Well, I mean like as a team, like actual working time, not just.
If you need the teacher one better split, maximize that well,
No, that wasn't.
Okay.
Catch and release.
Yes, catch and release.
Yeah, catch and release is supposed to be short, not days.
Not go on for days and days and days. That's okay, that's great learning back there. Okay, 6, what did you have?
Yeah, I'll read it. Okay. We said that the ultimate goal of workshop model is 1/3 lecture, 2/3 student work. The workshop model is only good with K-12, and that in the examples that we saw that the coaches were working on the presenter's assignments.
And that goes to table 8.
The coaches were not working on the assignment.
Well, they weren't working on it, but ultimately they were.
Oh, they were doing.
They were doing it, and so they just didn't know they were.
Okay, so 8.
Presenting. Remember, lecture equals learning. My students love to hear me talk, so I know they're learning so much from me. Ben Franklin said, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. Practice, practice, practice. Great athletes do not become great just by listening."
That going to 7.
The first one. They love to hear me talk.
All right, what you got, 7?
All right. So, Grandville City, Alabama. Workshop. Workshop model has 4 basic parts: the opening, the mini lesson, the work time, and the debriefing. Effective assessment. Okay. Effective
Now you teach
assessors.
theater, right?
I can't read my own writing. Effective assessors let their students do. Spend at least half the class period modeling to ensure students retain information.
Okay, that's going to 10.
The third one is the falls. What is it? Well, she's not listening.
The workshop model has the 4 basic parts: the opening, the mini lesson, the work time, and the debriefing. This program also allows you to pile as much information as possible in lecture format because it's completely engaging for all the students. And the students need ownership through choice in what they read and write, and they need opportunities to give back their own responses to others.
Okay, and obviously that's going to 4 who started. So. Awesome.
Yeah, you can't
All right.
lecture all the time.
So you could use this as a review, or you could use this method to introduce, I mean, if you were doing like a class building or team building, just getting to know you kinds of things, as in just your regular teachers and the like kind of thing. So, but I wanted to show you how a lot of these, and this was actually in the team building section, but I wanted to show you how I took out the wording of just actually making a commercial about themselves and put in that it was going to be about chapter 3. So a lot of the things that you look at, if you go on the book, go in the books on Kagan, and on the T drive, you can find lots of activities that can be interchanged. Okay? Those are great. All right, now I want you to take that test that you brought, and the stickies are actually optional. If you want to write on the test, you're more than welcome to. If you don't prefer to write on the test, then that's why you have the sticky. So what we're going to do, we're first going to start by labeling each. We probably won't get to all of them because you won't have time to label each question. But we're going to take about 10 minutes, and I want you to, I'm giving you a little cheat sheet here, to look at the DOK Level 1 type questions, DOK 2, and DOK 3. Now, you most likely will not have a DOK 4 on your test. So what I'm looking for is for you to either write out next to it on each question, or put a sticky next to it. And I'm looking for you to label whether you believe that question is 1, 2, or 3. If you are kind of torn between which one it might be, ask a teammate. Okay? We're going to take about 10 minutes and just get through as many as you can. I can tell you this. Our next activity is going to involve a DOK 3 question. So if you don't have, if you run out of time, and all you've asked on your test so far is 1 and 2s, find a 3. Okay. Just set the timer again. Does everybody understand the directions? You're going to label if you think your question on your test is a 1, a 2, or a 3.
Now I don't have a, like, it's just
It is a how does it work, but
we're taking them out.
Actually, I would say that's kind of, that would be a 1.
We're talking about
Creativity. Excel spreadsheet.
there's I would choose the 10.
Okay, so that would be 2. So I think it's that way.
Yes. Do you have a translation of that in terms of math? I don't know what DOK 3 all these things always get harder when we talk about math.
You're right. So think about it this way. If it's and it was just straight soft. Straight soft.
How they don't have DOK